What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Marisha LaShay. I'm back at it again. And this is the Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay coming in another episode, another morning. I definitely want to give a shout out to B. Ali for my own theme song for my show. It was definitely his idea to be able to actually have some theme music because I normally just come on, I have my little elevator music, but elevation over a period of time is always good. So, you guys, definitely give an honor to God who's ahead of my life for another episode and just this show continuous and being a continuous movement through season 5 as it continues, you guys. Wow, these days are going by really, 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 really fast. And man, I don't take it lightly that I'm still here and being able to create content before you guys. I thank God for the inspiration that comes from different people, but also the different places that I have been. And yeah, I'm just excited. Definitely excited. Definitely excited. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Moving into my acknowledgments. I first want to give honor to God for giving me my different gifts and talents, my gift of gab. Definitely for my parents, my son, love of my life, my fans, my supporters. Thank you guys so much. None of this would be possible without God and God sending you guys to tune into my different shows and everything that I pretty much produce thus far in these matter of 5 seasons. I'm just really grateful, and there's more to come, as I stated before. Moving on to the history of the Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay. This show started back in November of 2020 during the pandemic when I was having morning meetings with my dad. Those morning meetings were definitely some of the most productive times in my life. But when we birthed the Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay, it was because we were having thought-provoking conversations, but also asking each other these thought-provoking questions and just questions that was going to make your mind wonder. So I ran with the idea and went on live with it, but I also wanted to target a bigger audience and on social media and also be able to create a place for content for people to actually engage the content. So today is day 29 of the Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay. Golly, all I have is one more day. It's been a roller coaster making these videos, writing behind the scenes. It has definitely been something, but I wouldn't trade it in for nothing else in the world because it's mine. It's mine. It is my outlet. It is my outlet to say what I want to say in a respectful way where nobody is offended, but it's mine. So I have one more day to come before you guys. As I stated, I will be having something else dropping and jumping off in May. So stay tuned for that. But I want to go ahead and go into the mental check-in regarding how I'm feeling this morning. Um, I did start on Saturday. I did start my day at 4 in the morning, but that was just a drag because I really got up early for nothing. But that's neither here nor there. It's gonna be story time shortly. So was I have a flight to catch, but I was up at 4. Then I lay back down. Then I got up. Then I lay back down. Then I got up. Then I lay back down. Then I got up. And after doing all of that, which was pointless, just wasting time, I eventually jumped in the shower because I had to get myself together, really. I did my meditation and stuff like that. So, meanwhile, as I'm getting ready this morning or whatever the case, it's time to go to the airport. Go to the airport. I go to the wrong airport. How do you do that? I did. I thought I was leaving out of O'Hare, and I'm really leaving out of Midway. This is what happened when you don't check your itinerary. When you just, in your mind, you just knew that you was going to the right place, but you wrong. Wrong as two left shoes. That this what kind of morning that it is. So, I'm just like, all I could do is just really laugh at myself because it was like a lesson learned, but it cost me money. So my message for that is make sure that you check your itinerary. Make sure that you listen when somebody try to tell you something and you don't know it all. Okay? Okay. So meanwhile, I'm also tired because I went out the night before. But I'm excited to go away to celebrate my Zetaversary this weekend. And man, that just blew my wig cap for real, y'all. That really blew my wig cap. It really, really did. But on a scale of 1 to 10, I am feeling I'm about a solid 8. I'm definitely about a solid 8 or whatever the case, because it was just so much going on. It was definitely so much going on or whatever the case. But I definitely had to share that with y'all because that was crazy. Real crazy. Because Mr. called my mama and, got on the phone with my mama and told. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. That was funny to me. It wasn't funny. It was funny in the moment because I just swore. I was like, oh my God. I just kept saying, oh my God, Marisha. Oh my God. You ever just say, you tweaking? Tweaking. Real bad. So, yeah, overall, I'm still at a solid 8. Never know how this day is going to unfold, but that was definitely crazy. So, moving on from there, of course, your mental check-in is measured on a scale 1 to 10, 1 being the worst day of your life, 10 being the best day of your life. And like I said, I was at a solid 8 yesterday. Just had a lot going on. I say yesterday. I meant today. Just had a lot going on today. It was earlier part in the day, or whatever the case. So, with that being said, I want to go ahead and get right on into the question is for today, so I can share some stuff with you guys. I have a couple things to say, and then I also have an article and stats and stuff like that. Y'all know I always keep my stats up for y'all. No, I gotta find my place. Y'all know I put all my stuff on this computer. All right. So the question is, women, when will we stop running to social media as the example for how we base our lives? Women, when will we stop running to social media as the example for how we base our lives? I have about 5 different stats for you. Then I have an article. So let's start with the stats. Social media usage. According to the Pew Research Center survey conducted in 2021, 71% of women in the United States use social media compared to the 62% of men. Body image is number 2, is what we focus on. A study published in the International Journal of Eating Disorders found that social media is used and highly associated with higher levels of body dissatisfaction among young women. Another survey conducted by Dove in 2021 found that 80% of women feel anxious about how they look in photos posted on social media. 3, online harassment. Women are more likely to experience online harassment on social media than men. According to a survey by the Pew Research Center, 41% of women have experienced online harassment compared to 37% of men. 4, motherhood. A study conducted by Pew Research Center again found that mothers are more likely to use social media than women without children, with 81% of mothers using social media compared to the 72% of women without children. Social media also provides a platform for mothers to connect and share parenting experiences. And 5, career and work life balance. Women use social media to find career related information, network with other professionals, and seek job opportunities. A study by LinkedIn found that 63% of women feel that social media has helped them grow their network, while 52% feel that it has helped them find new job opportunities. However, social media can also contribute to work-life balance challenges as women feel pressure to be constantly connected and responsive to work-related messages and notifications. So that's all the stats. We have them stats cover the social media usage. It also talked about online harassment, body image, motherhood, and career and work life balances. A lot of us do, go to social media, wish we looked a certain way. Online harassment where there are men sliding into our inbox and our DMs to say what's up and we're not interested and they just don't get the hint. So then we have to block them. Thank God for the block button. Same thing for motherhood. I know a lot of my good friends and stuff use like mother groups and, they got their little community, and whatnot. And then for career, yeah, it's about networking because sometimes the people that you meet on social media, y'all become instant social media friends. And then it could be life changing. So you never know when you start following somebody and engaging their content, y'all could begin to establish a rapport with each other and things could just go up from there. So, how social media affects women's mental health, the negatives and the positives. Okay, so social media, of course, is used by 72% of Americans, but women may be more positively and negatively affected by social media usage than other groups. This is primarily because women often have larger social followings and networks, which translates more time and interactions with online users and content. The negatives of social media affects women's mental health can include young women using social media apps as an unhealthy way to cope with anxiety or depression. Instagram, in particular, can increase the chances of women developing body image issues. Women of all shades may be hit with the targeted ads and encourage them to darken or lighten their skin. And social media has also been shown to increase feelings of social isolation. However, it does seem like the positives outweigh the negatives. Female professionals are more likely to report social media as helping them advocate for workplace equality and to network. Social media is also a powerful tool for female entrepreneurs, female only support groups, and for creating access to female specific body positive content. It seems like nearly everyone with smartphones has at least one social app that they dedicate a little bit of time to. Around 72% of us pick up our phones and tap on those familiar icons daily. But the effects of using social media don't affect everyone with the same intensity. In fact, more so than other groups, women may be positively and negatively affected by social media usage. However, the reasons why for both might actually surprise you. How and why social media affects women's mental health more than others. Compared to men, women typically have larger social followings and networks, which usually means that people are engaging with their posts and with their accounts. But with more engagement comes more time spent on social apps. In turn, this may naturally increase both positive and negative interaction with other users and content that others are posting. The negatives of how social media affects women's mental health tend to be highlighted more than the positives, possibly because our brains are biased towards negative information. But even though that there are definitely some positives on how social media affects women, the positive effects could outweigh them. Take a look at the cons, plus how to make the most out of the positive effects of social media for women. The negative effects of social media on women. Most of the cons of social media that pertain specifically to women have to do with issues related to body image or feelings of social isolation. Some of the most notable cons of social media for women include the following. Younger women in particular are more likely to try unsuccessfully coping with painful emotions or existing mental health conditions by posting humor related content or browsing mental health pages instead of seeking treatment from a professional. Two, Instagram users increases the likelihood of women developing body image issues, mostly due to unrealistic or Photoshop content created by influencers they follow or their peers. Long-term Instagram use in women is associated with lower body satisfaction. Women with darker skin tones may start to be steered towards skin whitening solutions thanks to targeted ads, whereas women with lighter skin tones may be encouraged through a similar process to seek out potentially dangerous standing solutions that increase their risk of cancer. Regular social media uses is likely to increase feelings of social isolation in women, despite users typically attempting to connect with other people. In a study of over 900 people, around 75% of whom were women ages 26 to 35, users who spent more of their time on social media reported increased feelings of loneliness and also shows symptoms of smartphone addiction. The positive effects of social media use for women. Despite a long list of negatives, there's equally large bundle of positive effects on social media as long as women maintain a stable, grounded sense of self while using their favorite apps. It's possible to skip over many of the cons and back in the positive effects instead. Some of these positive effects of social media include functioning as an incredibly helpful and powerful tool for professional women, particularly in the field of medicine and other disciplines to network and advocate for workplace equality. One study found that social media is likely playing a role in the advancement of female representation in postgraduate medical programs where over 50% of graduate students are now women, offering a offering women a chance to advertise for their startup or entrepreneurial ventures. Another study conducted in Egypt found that among young entrepreneurs, particularly women, 90%, 95% of them reported that social media helped them to start their businesses. Without the ability to network and publicize their services, they would have lost out on business opportunities and ventures. Creating the opportunity to join the female only support groups, it can help them process gender specific struggles such as infertility, certain types of trauma, body image related issues. A review conducted in Sweden confirmed that women only support groups decrease participants perceive stress, anxiety, muscle tension, impaired sleep, and fatigue. Creating access to body positive content, which appears to improve women's perceived body image. An Australian experiment that involved 233 women found that creating a strollable news feed of positive body posts and content help improve the way the women in the study felt about themselves and their appearance. The positive effects of social media do depend on the way in which women use their social apps, but the potential is there for female professionals, entrepreneurs, or those seeking support groups and body positive content. Social media definitely offers outlets. The negative effects are somewhat of a trade off, but avoiding the negatives of how social media affects women may boil down to remaining emotionally conscious of how social media use is making someone feel. If it leaves you feeling hollow, it's time to redirect your energies towards the specific accounts, posts, and digital spaces that help you feel empowered. You might even find your own entrepreneurial spirit. So we say all of this to say that, hey, social media is good, but it is also bad. It's like a double sword. You have to know what's best for you as it relates to where you are with your self-esteem and knowing who you are as a woman. Are you okay with yourself? Are you okay with your image? Are you okay, with what comes with using social media? Let's be aware. Let's not be in the closet hiding, sobbing at the mouth because we don't know what's going on. Yes, I use social media. I use social media to market my brands. You know what I'm saying? I use it to connect with people from the past that we were cool. I use it for different things, but I never find myself comparing myself to what I see on social media in regards to women that may look better than me, women in their bodies. I look at it for different hair ideas. I mean, the opportunities are just endless, certain styles, but also utilizing YouTube as well. But everything go viral. Everybody want to go viral, which is fine because this is a you making money. You go viral on social media or these different other apps. That's additional income. So of course, why would I stop me getting my bag? That don't make sense. Anywho, just gotta tap in. That is the close of the show. Want to tap in and leave you guys with something regarding my goals that I had 2 years ago in celebration of my anniversary. Tapping in with the listener base. My goal was 1,000 listeners. I'm currently at 557 listeners. Yes. Yes. Finger snaps. Yes. Finger snaps. Currently, still have my 12 countries under my belt. I'm looking to get in lockdown 183 more. And of course, this is my third goal. It wasn't initially one of my goals, but it became one after the fact that I am on at least 10 different platforms, looking to get on more and looking to get the word out there a little bit more as I'm just growing and doing a lot more things. Definitely grateful for God and what he's doing in my life. But with that being said, you guys, thank you guys for tuning in on another episode of The Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay. Definitely feel free to reach out, comment, like, share with somebody, and you guys have a super, super Saturday. Bye.